Eclipse energy. Mercury retrogrades. All this making front-page news. I get it. People feel a change in the air, something that they want explained because that on-edge anticipation feeling doesn't sit too well. Why are they feeling the way that they do? It's not the usual, so it must be the astrological because it can't only be me. This stuff is sexy right now and the mystery of it is used as an excuse as to why this and why that, and honestly, it's none of that and all of that at the same time. People want the explanations because life feels a bit harder or a bit more confusing. It feels like they're carrying the world on their backs, or the world is at their back trying to push them in a direction that they don't want or that they don't feel ready for. This stuff, all of this stuff has been influencing and moving this planet since the first morning of creation. It's only now, these days, that people are feeling more of the strength of it because information, knowledge, technology spreads fast, and because of that, information floods the pools of people's minds, and those minds will take all of information in a direction that's personal for them, depending on the life they're living in this moment in time. When eclipses happened way back when people didn't have the understanding of them like they do now, it was scary. Those events were scary to see and it felt like it was the end of days, and because everyone has lived back then, in some capacity and in some form, the same sense of panic and or confusion that's kept in the quantum aspects of their DNA, it gets triggered. But does it get satisfied? Does it get its explanation? Not really. Because nothing feels justified unless it feels better or less stressful. Does the energy of an eclipse and or retrograde have a push-pull effect on someone's life? Yes. Does it dredge up things that a person would rather keep ignoring while calling it forgetting? Yes. Can that feel intense? Absolutely it can. But it's all for progress. It's all to move a person into a space that's meant to be beautiful, miraculous, and peaceful. It's supposed to move people into the calm after a storm. Because people are in this huge place of survival, these big astrological events feel like they need to be survived through and not necessarily lived through or flowed through. Think of an eclipse as the music at a dance and the retrograde as a person to dance to that music with. Regardless of the dance partner that can take on the face of anyone or anything, you need to dance with them for only a moment. How are you going to do that? With grace and acceptance, each knowing the part you play in that dynamic, each knowing the steps? Or are you going to do that with anxiety, maybe a little stubbornness, resentfulness, fears? These energies brought on by various astronomical and astrological influences are actually working for your benefit and never to your detriment. Honestly, the best thing you can do is dance to its music with grace, acceptance, and a huge amount of peace and understanding that at some point in your energetic, spirit, soul, heavenly existence, you've done this before, and you'll do it again, only with an expanded awareness that it's all for your highest and best. But you guys, you should see the view from here. All of you are a huge fireworks display. It's pretty, awe-inspiring to watch.